David Goggins weighed 300 pounds. He was spraying cockroaches for a living. He was broke, depressed, and going nowhere. One night he looked in the mirror and said, "What if I become the hardest person alive?" Within 2 years he lost 106 pounds in 3 months, became a Navy SEAL, broke the world record for most pull-ups in 24 hours, 4,030, and completed over 60 ultramarathons. Nobody helped him. Nobody motivated him. Nobody held his hand. He used something darker than motivation, deeper than discipline. Something most people are too afraid to access. I call it dark discipline, the version of discipline that doesn't need motivation, doesn't need comfort, and doesn't care about your feelings. Today I'm giving you 7 brutal rules of dark discipline. If you're easily offended, leave now. This video isn't for you. Let's begin. Rule 1. Kill your need for motivation. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Motivation is a chemical. It's dopamine. It spikes when you watch an inspirational video. It crashes 30 minutes later when you're back on your bed scrolling your phone. You didn't change. You just got high. Dark discipline operates on a completely different fuel, identity commitment. You don't do the hard thing because you feel like it. You do it because you decided you're the type of person who does hard things. Period. A Navy SEAL doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. because he watched a motivational reel. He wakes up because that's what a SEAL does. A surgeon doesn't study for 12 years because she felt inspired every single day. She did it because she decided, this is who I am. The rule is simple. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for inspiration to strike. Motivation follows action. It never precedes it. You move first. Your brain catches up later. Every single time. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will build a life controlled by your emotions. Dark discipline means your actions are non-negotiable, regardless of how you feel. Rule 2. Embrace suffering as fuel. In 1948, Viktor Frankl published Man's Search for Meaning. He was a psychiatrist who survived 4 Nazi concentration camps, including Auschwitz. He watched his wife, his mother, and his brother die. He was starved, beaten, stripped of everything. But he noticed something inside those camps that changed psychology forever. The prisoners who survived were not the physically strongest. They were the ones who found meaning in their suffering. Frankl wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." Dark discipline doesn't avoid pain. It doesn't numb pain. It weaponizes pain. That breakup? Feel. That failure? Feel. That embarrassment? Feel. That person who said you'd never make it? The most powerful fuel you'll ever find. Most people run from discomfort. The darkly disciplined run toward it, because they know that on the other side of every suffering is a version of themselves that cannot be broken. Pain is not the enemy. Comfort is. Comfort is where ambition goes to die. Rule 3. The 40% rule. This comes directly from Navy SEAL training. When your mind tells you that you're done, that you can't do one more rep, one more step, one more hour, you are only at 40% of your actual capacity. You have 60% left in the tank. Your brain is a survival machine. His job is not to make you great. His job is to keep you alive. And alive means comfortable. So the moment things get hard, your brain sends panic signals. Stop, rest, quit, this is dangerous. But it's lying. Every single time. Goggins talks about running a 100-mile race with broken feet. By mile 70, his body was screaming to stop. His toenails were falling off. He was urinating blood. His mind said he was dying. He finished all 100 miles. His body didn't break. His mind just tried to make him believe it would. The rule: when you want to quit, you're not even halfway done. The voice telling you to stop is not wisdom. It's weakness disguised as logic. Dark discipline means you hear that voice, acknowledge it, and keep moving anyway. Rule 4. Isolation is a weapon. Kobe Bryant practiced at 4 a.m., alone. Before teammates arrived, before coaches showed up, before the arena lights were fully on. He called it the dark hours. No cameras. No audience. No applause. Just work. Nikola Tesla worked in complete solitude for years. He deliberately avoided social gatherings because he said, "The mind is sharper when it is not diluted by the opinions and noise of others." Dark discipline requires periods of deliberate isolation. Not loneliness, isolation. There's a difference. Loneliness is suffering from being alone. Isolation is choosing to be alone because the work demands it. Every person in your circle is either adding to your discipline or draining it. That friend who says, "Skip the gym today," he's not being kind. He's pulling you to his level. That group chat blowing up at midnight, it's not connection. It's distraction. The darkly disciplined guard their solitude like a weapon. Because in silence, with no one watching, no one judging, no one cheering, that's where real discipline is built. If you can work hard when nobody is watching, you'll be unstoppable when everyone is. Rule 5. Destroy your addiction to comfort. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day, sleeps with their thermostat at the perfect temperature, eats whatever they crave the moment they crave it, watches 4 hours of content every night, and then wonders why they have zero discipline. Your brain is wired for comfort. Every modern invention, food delivery, streaming, social media, climate control, is designed to remove friction from your life. And every time you remove friction, you remove a chance to build discipline. Dark discipline means deliberately choosing discomfort. Cold showers when you want warm. Walking when you could drive. Silence when you want noise. Saying no when your body screams yes. Jocko Willink, retired Navy SEAL commander, posts a photo of his watch at 4:30 a.m. every single morning. Rain, holidays, birthdays, sickness. The alarm goes off. He gets up. No negotiation. No snooze button. The bed is comfortable. That's exactly why he leaves it. Every time you choose discomfort voluntarily, you're training your brain that you, not your impulses, are in control. Do this enough times and discipline stops being hard. It becomes identity. Rule 6. Master your inner dialogue. You talk to yourself more than you talk to anyone else. Research shows the average person has over 6,000 thoughts per day. And for most people, 80% of those thoughts are negative and 95% are repetitive. That means your brain is running a negative script on repeat. I'm not good enough. This is too hard. I'll never make it. What's the point? And you're not even aware of it. Dark discipline starts with rewiring this voice. Not with affirmations in the mirror, that's surface level, but with direct confrontation. When your brain says, I can't, you respond out loud, I can and I will. When it says, this is too hard, you respond, hard is exactly what I signed up for. When it says, just quit, you respond, quitting is not in my programming. Goggins calls this the accountability mirror. Every morning he stood in front of his mirror and told himself exactly what needed to be done that day. No sugarcoating, no excuses. He didn't motivate himself. He confronted himself. There's a massive difference. Rule 7. Become addicted to becoming. Most people are addicted to having money, having status, having comfort, having approval. Dark discipline flips this entirely. It makes you addicted to becoming stronger, becoming sharper, becoming more resilient, becoming someone you weren't yesterday. Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest swordsman in Japanese history, fought over 60 duels and never lost a single one. After retiring undefeated, he didn't stop training. He wrote, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within." He wasn't training to win anymore. He was training because the act of becoming was the reward itself. This is the final shift of dark discipline. When you stop chasing outcomes and start chasing evolution, when the process itself becomes the addiction, you become truly dangerous. Not because you want something, but because you cannot be stopped, cannot be bribed, cannot be distracted. The world is full of talented people who are lazy, smart people who are comfortable, gifted people who quit. Dark discipline is not about being the most talented person in the room. It's about being the person who refuses to stop, long after everyone else has given up. You don't need a better strategy. You don't need a better plan. You need a darker level of discipline that operates when motivation dies, when comfort calls, and when every part of you wants to quit. That's where greatness lives. In the dark. Alone. Unbroken. If this video lit a fire inside you that you haven't felt in months, smash that like button and subscribe. I don't make content to entertain you. I make content to change you. Share this with someone who's been too comfortable for too long. See you in the next one.